Hey guys, Gareth here with FCP Euro. Welcome back to another DIY video. Today we have a really easy one for you. It's going to be an engine filter replacement on an F15X5 35i. So this will be the F15 model. With that said, this will be applying to the F16 X-Drive 35i as well as the S-Drive 35i. It's all shared with the N55 engine. Now, of course, there's different engines in the F15 and F16, X5 and X6. So, of course, that's going to vary depending on the model that you have. But this video is specifically focusing on the F15 X5 X-Drive 35i and S-Drive 35i, as well as the F16 X-Drive 35i and S-Drive 35i. That said, engine filter replacement is something that is often neglected. You'll be amazed how dirty these filters will get in a relatively short amount of time. I can tell you on this X5, the filter in there is only about a year old. Try to replace these once a year, and we're going to see how much debris is actually trapped in the filter media itself. So know for a fact this was replaced relatively close to about a year ago. So with that said, super easy to do, only need a handful of tools. I got a 6mm hose clamp driver and a T25 socket. Of course, doesn't need to be on an impact gun. I'm just going to make this go faster with the impact gun. T25 and a ratchet will also get the job done as well. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. First thing we're going to do to replace our engine air filter, I'm going to come back here with a 6mm hose clamp driver. But of course, do so with a flathead screwdriver or even a 6mm socket. It doesn't need to be a hose clamp driver. Loosen that hose clamp. Now we're going to move the snorkel here in the front. I like to get this out of the way. Just kind of pull up on it, and then this will physically come off the airbox here. There's like these little prongs that kind of hold it in place. So once you get this flexible portion past those hooks, it should come right off. Like so. We're going to lift this up like so. Take our T25. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to get the back of this box kind of up here at an angle. So it should be good. Got 6 T25 screws. I'm going to loosen these. Now from here, you can just lift the cover of the airbox off. We're going to pull our filter out. If you wanted to take this one step further, you could actually physically remove the airbox itself and clean out debris. Now take our new one, only goes in one way. You kind of have this seal on the outside here. That is going to fit face down. So again, this is only going to drop in one way. You can see how that kind of fits together. Make sure your airbox is properly seated because it did pull up on it a little bit by accident, but at this point we can actually just go ahead and drop the cover back down. Everything should line up at this point. We'll go ahead and tighten these T25s back down and make sure that everything in the back here is seated. You kind of have this seal on the intake boot that goes down to the turbocharger. Make sure that's properly seated, which it is. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten our hose clamp back down. Loosen the hose clamp allowed us to swivel the top of the airbox up to get the filter out. So just tighten that down. You don't have to be crazy tight with it, just enough so that everything is snug. And then from there, we'll reinstall the snorkel airbox side first. That'll just click into place and you'll feel it bottom out. And then you take this portion here, push it into place in the front, and you're done. So you can see, super easy to change the air filter on these cars. No reason not to replace the engine air filter. As you can see, this thing was a year old, already had quite a bit of material stuck in the pleats. So absolutely no reason to run this more than a year. These are relatively cheap replacements. You could do it yourself in no time at all. And it's just generally good for the car. So now that this filter is done, we're gonna go ahead and chuck it in the trash. Buckets, literally made that. So with that said, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment box below. Hit that like button if you like these videos and hit subscribe. We have a lot more videos on the way. And as always, we'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching.